voice screams so loud. The big sky stretching past the clouds. Frozen rivers break their chains. Saskatchewan's got the bigger dreams. Canada's grip, it holds too tight, but the South it calls in the dead of night. Fields of wheat, they yearn for more. A better deal just past that door. Canada's grip, it holds too tight, but the South it calls in the dead of night. Fields of wheat, they yearn for more. A better deal just past that door. Oh, Saskatchewan, break the line. Cross the border, leave behind. Stars and stripes, they'll set you free. The USA, your destiny. Oh, Saskatchewan, break the line. Cross the border, leave behind. Stars and stripes, they'll set you free. The USA, your destiny. Taxes high, they weigh us down. Promises lost in Ottawa's town. We've been forgotten, left to fade. Time to rewrite the deal we made. Mountains far we've never seen. We're just the land where the cold is mean, but freedom south where the sun does shine. It's time to take what should be mine. Oh, Saskatchewan, break the line. Cross the border, leave behind. Stars and stripes, they'll set you free. The USA, your destiny. Oh, Saskatchewan, break the line. Cross the border, leave behind. Stars and stripes, they'll set you free. The USA, your destiny.
Together side by side. Mountains rise, frozen veins feed. Shifting tides, sowing seed. North sky fire burns so high. Joining hands under shared sky. Welcome, welcome, Greenland folk. Stars and stripes, your story told. Unite the land seas far and wide. We'll walk together side by side. No king, no crown, ice can freeze. Strength and spirit, lands and seas. Borders fade like melting snow. Together stronger, onwards go. Welcome, welcome, Greenland fold. Stars and stripes, your story told. Unite the land seas far and wide. We'll walk together side by side. No king, no crown, ice can freeze. Strength in spirit, lands and seas. Borders fade like melting snow. Together stronger, onwards go. Welcome, welcome, Greenland fold. Stars and stripes, your story told. Unite the land seas far and wide. We'll walk together side by side. Together
morning. Welcome to the NPC show. Deprogramming the world one NPC at a time. I'm your host, Frank. Today is Saturday. Is it Saturday? Saturday. March 7th, 2025. Give me a second. I'm still picking out stories. Hope you guys are doing well. Hello, Jillian. Good to see you. I see your text message. We have, let's see. That one, let's see. Former mayor, What is this? Oh, that is terrible. Let's add that. Jeez. Who are you guys electing? These Democrats are electing some dog shit people. Anyways. Well, this show just got a little bit longer. Hello to everyone. Hello to Foxhole people. Hello to Sartire. Good to see you, Pennsylvania Hilljack. Good to see you, Dean is me. Hello to you. Pretty cool place. Look at that. You can put memes as in the chats over on Foxhole. That's a fun place if you've never been there. Hello to people over on Rumble. We've got Mary, Chris, Daisy, Eero Wolf. Good to see you, Jillian. Thank you for being here. And hello to everyone over on YouTube. We got Mary, Daisy, Sutta. We got Mary Miles, Donnie Newman, Zombie. Good to see you. Sharon, Timothy, Brody. Hello to you, Robbie's, Amber, Mac Brazel, David Stores. Thank you for being here, buddy. Debbie, Missy, and Carrie. Good to see all of you. Give me 1 second. Do we have any more ongoing investigation? A Florida bar walks back claim on ongoing investigation. I don't even know what that one's about. A little more background on that headline would have been nice. Would have made my show if I cared about it. But no, I have no idea what that's about. Anyways, oh, that's interesting. So they tried to figure out how to make maps gay. I guess we'll add that to the show. Jesus, these liberals are freaking awful dog shit people, man. What is this one? We'll add it right there. That looks like a good spot for that story. I briefly saw that, but I was just like, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I guess it's a fun story for a Sunday. Making maps gay. That's the priorities these days. Hello, Jillian. Good to see you. Mac 420's birthday is today. Look at that. Mac 420, he's usually here. Not right now, but he's usually here. Happy birthday, Mac 420. Hello, Bendy. Hello to Calzera. Mike, good to see you. Anyways. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Who's this guy? Okay. Yeah, we already got that on the show prep, buddy. Wait, hold on. What is that? Okay, I think you're fine. FBI investigating, I don't know. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll just call this a strike one. There you go. We'll call it a strike one, and if you act up next time, you'll be gone. There we go. Yeah. By the way, if you're wondering why I did that, okay, let me tell you. And by the way, I learned this from the Mexican chick that was doing the same thing in my chat. She would pop in every day with a headline that she knew I didn't have on my plans, okay, in my show. And she would scream it out, hey, this is going on. Hey, this is going on. And every day she did that. And guess what people did? They left the show to go look that up. So consider that a strike. Let me see real quick. Hold on. Should I, guys? Yeah, let's get rid of you. You don't have a membership. There we go. Buy a membership next time. Don't be so cheap. At least Ava had a membership. She's coming in every day screaming out headlines. Oh, everyone go look up this other story. We already have that on my show plans. It's literally on my headline. And you're screaming something else out. I'm like, all right, well, you're banned. Next time, buy a membership and don't be so cheap. And then you want to make an account after account after account after account, okay? Good Lord. Anyways. Let's see. Okay, well, they got a new operation called Roaring Lion. Okay, that's cool. I will look the other way as that happens. I'm not gonna judge you guys. I'm not gonna judge Israel for anything they do anymore because the Islamists got me. The Islamist liberals in Europe got me banned from Twitter. Yeah, that's how you make enemies, huh? That's how you make enemies, right there. We don't talk about what they're doing on the ground, okay? We just, we're gonna focus on Iran, the distraction, right? Yeah, because we're okay with anything that country does now. Yeah, go get me banned. Yeah. If, by the way, if you guys are not caught up, a bunch of liberals in Europe who were trashing America got me banned from Twitter by mass reporting me, and Twitter honors these mass reports, okay? Because again, Elon's not really a MAGA. He's not really pro-America. He just likes the fact that we're the only countries in the world. We're the only country in the world willing to fund his space program. So that's the only reason why he really cares, right? But he still has his little trolls, mass reporting people, banning them just to make sure that the only news people are going to be Mario Nawfal and Ian Miles Chong, okay? So they got me banned. So I had to, contact Grace Chong to help get me unbanned from Getter. Getter is very, very chummy, pretty much controlled by the Israelis, the Zionists. And, I'm unbanned there now. And not only am I unbanned from Getter, I can stream there now. I'm streaming right now to Getter. And, you don't want to upset the bosses, So we're just going to not cover that country anymore. Or their central banks. Or all the aid we give them, which we just did again. Yeah. But we won't cover that. We won't talk about any of that. We won't have a problem with any of that anymore because the liberals like to push people to the far right. Not even far right. It's like far Zionist. Yeah. This is a lot has changed this past month, Yeah. You wanna do the right thing, but the people that you're kind of like, it's not like I've never criticized Trump for the stuff he does. I have. But the people who hate Trump just wanna, if you say anything good about Trump or America, they just, they try to fuck you over, right? So now, not only am I back on Getter, I'm live streaming there, I'm also on the central bank owned TikTok now. If you guys have not found me there, yeah. My handle is Frank's Show Clips. Frank's Show Clips. Okay, so there's 2 S's in there. Frank's Show Clips is what you want to look up on TikTok. Yeah, guys. Here, let me show you real quick. Bam! I'm back. I'm on TikTok now. It's a safe place for me because it is now no longer Chinese owned. Yeah. So I get to put more things, more political things, I get to put Iranians celebrating, singing the original national anthem now because the dog shit awful regime that's been controlling Iran has been eliminated, right? Wonderful TikTok. We love TikTok these days. Yeah. Yeah, let me link you guys. Okay. My new TikTok. Yeah. There you go. I'll link you there. Let me link you over on Rumble. There we go. Let me link you over on Foxhole. Give me a follow. Show some support. Yeah, we are supporting platforms that ban anti-Semitism now. Yeah, because the anti-Semites don't want me around. Yeah, they got me banned from Twitter. So there you go. There's your link over on Foxhole. There's your link at Getter. There's your link over on Kick. Yeah, TikTok's a safe place now, right? Safe for kids, safe for society, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A lot changes when you push your somewhat allies far to the other side. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna sing Bomb Bomb Iran and just celebrate and just, enjoy the new reality that I am not wanted on the left at all, in any way at all. Like, we used to have discourse on Twitter, and now we don't because my account's banned. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Not much I can do about that. Thank you very much, David Stores. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for your support. You're keeping the channel alive. And by the way, you guys can consider becoming a member here on YouTube. Have a cool green font in your name, like Bourbon, like Joanne, like Carrie. Yeah, it's $3 a month. That's 10 cents a show, and it helps keep the channel alive. You can also do that here on Rumby. It's $5 a month, but you also get access to our Rumble Premium Hangouts. We talk about food and pets in those little hangouts. I don't put news behind the paywall. It's too important. So, anywho, let's see. Thank you, Carrie, for following on TikTok. Yeah, I'm putting I'm easing into it. I'm not putting heavily. I'm definitely not putting offensive stuff under it yet, because again, they just completed the acquisition. It's going to take time to get that new algorithm in there, So far, they managed to ban all the anti-Semites, because that's not good, right? We don't want any of that either, So they've gotten. God damn, I got something in my eye. Good Lord, what is going on? Holy crap. Anyways, let's see. Missile targeting Saudi base falls in uninhabited area. I thought you guys were no longer attacking them. That's bizarre. Anyways, I thought you apologized. They were like, I'm sorry. Thank you, Beyond Ether, for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, buddy. Look at that. Things change when you support Israel, huh? Look at that. Thank you, Jethro. Thank you, Iceman. Dear Dare Daj. Good to see you. Pull Up Shoddy. Hectit. Thank you very much for congratulations on receiving gifted subs. Thank you, Beyond Ether, for buying those. Those of you who got the gifted subs, I hope you renew them in the month when they expire. They do help keep the channel alive. It's only $3 a month, and that's like 10 cents a show. And in fact, I do more than a show a day. So that's like less than 10 cents a show, huh? Thank you guys. Thank you. Look at that. Good stuff. Oh, and by the way, some new revelations that I've discovered in my life. The people who screwed with my life may have been pro-Israel, but they were all Hispanics and blacks. Okay, the light-skinned Jews didn't do anything to me. Dave from Denver, he was cool to me. I unfortunately lumped him in with Louis, the dirty, disgusting, evil Mexican guy. I lumped them in together just because they were friends, but really it was just Louis that was awful to me. Dave was real cool. Dave, the light-skinned Polish Zionist guy, he was real cool to me. It was just the dark ones, and it continues to be just the dark ones, by the way. Yeah, I personally think the Zionists, you need to reconsider your allies. Don't trust the Hispanics. They will not be on your side. They will stab you in the back when they can. Okay, they're just using your opportunity to better themselves. They don't care about you. They don't care about the Torah. They don't care about Israel. They just care about Mexico, Mexicans, Latin America. Thank you very much, Jojo, for that. Look at that. Thank you, Joanne. Look at that. Congratulations, Crispy, Chick Chakra, Breezy, Young Wolf, and Channel Daniels. Congratulations for receiving gifted subs. I hope you renew them in a month. Thank you very much. Yay, thank you, Jojo. Yay. Jojo with the big perfect ta-ta. She just beat breast cancer 2 years ago. Or was it last year? It was 2024. I remember that. Yeah, 2024. That was awesome. Yeah, she found out about it. She did this a lot. She got it taken care of. And then she's all healthy now. Anyways, let's get going, guys. First story of the day, top Chaldean Catholic Church leader has been arrested at San Diego airport while allegedly attempting to flee on an international flight. This is he. Oh, eparchy of St. Peter the Apostle, whatever that means. But anyways, he was trying to flee the country. He's at San Diego airport, and this guy apparently embezzlement. Look at that. Documents showing potential embezzlement from the church. Upon completion of the initial investigation, the case was forwarded to and investigated by the sheriff's fraud unit. Look at that. Bishop Emmanuel Shalita was contacted and detained in the San Diego International Airport, attempting to leave the country. He was arrested for 8 counts of embezzlement. What's the dollar amount here? His bail is $1/8 so what's the total here? Anyways, so that's interesting. Oh, the missing funds range from $427,000 to about $1 million. Wow, that's a lot of stealing you did there, buddy. Holy crap. I'm going to assume he also messed with a bunch of kids. Huh? Terrible, terrible. You guys understand why I don't go to church anymore? I don't meet good people at churches. Yeah, I meet better Christians who don't go to church. Yeah. It's an unfortunate little coincidence there, huh? Next story. A driver named Murad Omar Hori. Your last name is Hori? Good Lord. He ended a 15-year-old while driving. He's charged with manslaughter. This is in Texas, so he probably will get some time. Unfortunately, prison in America is like day camp. You get three free hots and a cot and 3 free hots a day, meaning 3 hot meals free per day. It ain't great, but it's still free, and you get free healthcare too, and that's bullshit. He should have to work for all this stuff. Yeah, that's the wreck that he left behind. 15er gone. That sucks. Boy, what a mess that is. Carter, his name is Carter Heisey. Is the 15-year-old that's no longer with us. He's a strong Christian young man who was loved and respected by everyone he met. Well, that sucks.
We are learning more about a deadly crash.
Wow, what a mess.
A deadly crash in Plano that killed a 15-year-old.
Plano, Texas. This is where Toyota is now.
Oh boy. Police say around noon today, the driver of a Chevy Volt lost control on Independence Parkway, crossed the median there.
A Chevy Volt? How did you do this much damage with a hybrid? Holy crap.
And crashed into an SUV. You see the result of it there. The teenager killed was a passenger inside the SUV. We also know 3 other people in that SUV were taken to the hospital, but no word on their conditions yet. The driver of the Volt was okay. The investigation's still ongoing now. But
oh, that's nice. Good Lord. The drunk drivers are always A-okay, huh? Ooh, look at that crooked face. It looks like Ken Paxton, but dark. Yeah. Next story. An illegal is charged with fraudulently voting in 2024. Look at that. This is out of Philadelphia, by the way. And there's another one here. Another illegal charged with voting in 5 presidential elections. Also committed fraud. Stole $250,000 in rental assistance, $100,000 in Social Security, $43,000 in SNAP. And he also stole a citizen's identity. So he basically claimed all this using stolen identity. Basically getting someone else's name and Social Security number. I mean, this stuff isn't difficult to filter out. I mean, I don't understand why it's taking so long to bust these people.
Heated battle over voter ID heating up on Capitol Hill. A jury just convicted a woman in Massachusetts of voter fraud. Prosecutors say that she also stole more than $400,000 in federal benefits. White House.
Now you know why the Democrats want all the social programs to continue. These are their donors.
Correspondent Aisha Hasni reports live from the North Lawn. Hi, Aisha.
Hey there, Martha. We're talking about a 59-year-old illegal immigrant who's been in the country for years, stole someone else's identity, and then voted in the 2024 presidential election. Take a look at this photo here. This is Lina Maria Arovio Hernandez. In this picture, you can see her, Martha, wearing
That's a lot of names.
I voted sticker that we all get when we go to cast our ballots. She's also convicted of stealing $400,000, as you mentioned, in benefits. She apparently used her fake identity to obtain multiple state IDs and also a passport. So the president this morning, or excuse me, on Sunday, posted this on Truth Social. America's elections are rigged, stolen, and a laughingstock all over the world. He is calling for voter ID, proof of citizenship, and bans on mail-in ballots as he supports the SAVE Act on Capitol Hill. That's a Republican-led voter ID bill that is expected to hit the floor of the House this week. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is claiming the bill is just an attempt by Republicans to rig the midterm elections.
The question is that what Republicans are trying to do is to engage in clear and blatant voter suppression. They know that if there's a free and fair election in November, they're going to lose.
Okay, but not all Democrats out there actually feel that way.
And now, me as a Democrat, I do not believe that it's unreasonable.
You need to switch parties, Mr. Fetterman.
Or
I'm glad I was wrong about you, buddy. But I was right about the brain chip. That I told you once he got that brain chip, he's going to be the most reasonable, most eloquent senator out there, and he will run in 2028. Unfortunately, I don't think the DNC is going to let him run. So.
To show ID just to vote. And I remind everybody that less than a year ago in Wisconsin, they added that to the Constitution by a 63%. So it's not a radical idea for regular Americans to show your ID to vote.
Martha, you know how this works. Even if it passes in the House, it has to go to the Senate, where it faces a numbers problem, which is why you have so many Republicans in the House now calling senators to blow up the filibuster once again. Martha?
All right. I should thank you very much.
Theta Dog says, the Chevy Volt is an all-electric car, not a hybrid. The Chevy Bolt is an all-electric car. The Chevy Volt is a hybrid. And you're getting a wheel for correcting me with incorrect information. Yeah, this is also what they did, by the way. Yeah. There you go. Hey, next time you want to get lippy, okay? If you want to get lippy, buy a membership, okay? Then at least I'll know you're not a dog shit person. Good Lord. Hello, beautiful sunrises. Good to see you. Long time. Sorry about all the block comments. Still love you. Oh, man. Anyways. Well, you got life. You're done. Yeah. I'm smart. I'm in the chat. No, you're not. You're dumb. You're dumb. If you had any credibility, you'd have your own show, but you don't. You have to come into other people's show and correct them with misinformation. Yeah. Anyways, next story. Representative Seth Moulton's illegal alien State of the Union guest, this person right here, is apparently is a person of interest in 2 reports of banging kids. Ooh. To be fair, where he comes from, it's normal to bang 12, 13-year-olds, right? Oh, 13-year-olds. 13 would be the age of consent in most of these disgusting dog shit countries. So, anyways, his name is Marcelo Gomes da Silva, a 19-year-old illegal from Brazil, invited as a guest to DT's State of the Union last month. Wow, he was named in 2 2021 police reports involving banging kids. Yeah, this is what they do these days. Well, that really changes the stereotype, huh? Look at that. I mean, this guy looks like he could be like Enrique Iglesias, And now Enrique Iglesias just looks like a pedo, huh? Yeah, it matches, right? Everything, the skin tone, everything about them. Oh, he's got braces too. Why'd you even bother? How are you going to get those adjusted when you get deported, buddy? Anyways, next story. Thank you, Frank de la Four. 10 for the wheel. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for supporting the channel. You're keeping it alive. Next story. Former New Jersey mayor and current city committee member admits to child abuse and driving drunk with a toddler in a car. However, she has managed to avoid jail because she's a flaming liberal, as you can see. And, they love child abuse. This is just what they do. Yeah. This is her stumbling around the car. Here we go.
We're just getting reports that you were swerving all over the roadway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
While driving drunk.
Yes, I am. Go to the house, buddy.
Yeah, driving. Look at her stumbling. Driving drunk's supposed to be a Mexican thing. A Mexican thing, and you are culturally appropriating that crime there, ma'am. You need to take your DEI classes and get that fixed.
You alright?
Yes, I am.
I'm struggling to stand a little bit.
Oh, good. Thank you.
You okay?
Yes, I am.
Alright,
Thank
sure.
Oh yeah, that's not even close. To be fair though, I mean, you could just be a clumsy person and fail, right? I'm telling you, these tests are just, they're BS sometimes. We used to cover a lot of DUI pullovers and the DUI exams. And I'm thinking about that. I'm like, I can't do that either. I'm sober. I've been sober for years. Other than my birthday last year. But I've been sober for years. And I couldn't do these.
I'm sorry.
Look, we're just doing our job, so.
No, I know you are.
All right, so this time we have to place you under arrest for driving while intoxicated. Come. Officer Pascal here. Ready, back home. Wait behind your back home.
Busted! She thought she'd be safe as long as she got home. She's like, base, can't touch me, can't touch me. No, busted. Busted. Next story. Today's episode of Block Critique. Sorry, beautiful sunrises. This is if you guys have ever been to Home Depot, they like to, so whenever they have something heavy they got to get from like a very high shelf with the forklift. Again, if you've never seen forklift disasters, I mean, one mistake and that whole shit can come down. Okay. So they like to cover not just the road that they're working in, but the opposite side of that shelf. Okay, it's for your safety. Okay, because they don't want to get sued, right? So she's just like, oh no, I'm gonna get me a pillow.
Ma'am, please.
I need to go shopping.
Do not, ma'am. This is dangerous. Do not come in it.
Honey, I can get a pillow.
Help!
I can get a pillow.
Help! Somebody come over here. You cannot come across the thing.
The dig is cute. Hold on, let me get a few pillows.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, please. It's dangerous back here. Something might fall.
Why is he filming? This might be staged, actually. Yeah, this might be staged block fatigue. So
your head, please.
If you're an employee, I mean, how you can't just film your customers, and you know what I mean?
Leave, man.
It's not technically a public space when it's private property. It's a business, right?
Them up there cute. No, that's only if the thing on.
This is staged. I think this is staged. Cause look, her makeup's all done and her eyelashes, everything's all nice. Who goes to Home Depot all dolled up like that? You know?
That's only if you wanna stop.
Oh, you can't see. This is staged. You can't touch customers. As an employee, you can't touch customers, and you as an employee would also not be on this side of that. I mean, cool video, but you know. Hey yo, well, he tried. Just too many holes there. I'm like, wait a minute, why is he filming this as an employee? Anyways, and touching customers, that's not good. Next story. The other day was who was it again? Jesse Jackson's funeral was the other day. Isaiah Thomas was there, who by the way has mad beef with Michael Jordan. You guys know that? I had no idea. You know, in Michael Jordan's I don't know if it's his last All-Star game, but it was an All-Star game when he was expected to break the record for all-time scoring total in the NBA All-Star game. And Isaiah Thomas was the coach, and Michael Jordan was playing in that game. He was playing for the Washington Wizards at the time. And I guess what happened was Michael Jordan was ball hogging because he's trying to score points to break that record so they can celebrate the new all-time scorer during the halftime show. And Isaiah Thomas took him out of the game until the second half because he was ball hogging and missing all the shots, right? And so he didn't get to celebrate halftime. They had him out at halftime, and instead of saying thank you, it's nice to be the #1 all-time scorer in the NBA All-Star games ever. But instead he came out and says, well, you know, I didn't break the record, but hopefully I do in the second half. So thank you for cheering me on. I hope that happens. Isaiah Thomas ruined that celebration for him. Yeah. I mean, it's not an important game to win. It doesn't make a difference in the playoffs or not like in the MLB All-Star game that determines which division has the home court advantage, but not in the NBA. Anyways, this dum-dum here, this dum-dum who hates Michael Jordan, thanks 5 presidents for attending Jesse Jackson's funerals. This is the 5 presidents he named. President Harris, who lost, by the way, to Trump. President Clinton. Oh, are you talking about Bill Clinton? No, he's talking about Hillary, who also lost to Trump. Okay. Why do we know he's talking about Hillary? Because the third person he thanked was President Bill Clinton. He also thanked President Joe Biden, who didn't really win. And then he thanked President Barack Obama, who should have never been president because he's born in Kenya. Yeah, I'm telling you, all you got to do is disprove Biden's presidency and Obama's presidency, and you can undo everything they've ever done. But they won't do that. They won't do that. So, yeah. Anyways, the crowd loved it. They're like, oh yeah, the 5 should have been presidents. Yeah.
I also like to honor the 5 presidents who are sitting here today.
2. Actually, should have been 1. Anyways. Yeah, you guys get the idea. Next story. Pakistani national is charged with murder for hire plot against Donald Trump. Found guilty on all charges. Look at that. Busted. Yeah, so he took money. He's supposed to. What is he? He has a Pakistani national ties to Iran. Yeah, not the people, but the government, right? In August of 2024, Gateway Pundit reported that Pakistani national named Asif Merchant has been arrested for what was described as a murder for hire plot. Good Lord. Look at that. Ooh, he's going to enjoy his time in prison. He's going to have a lot of goo dripping out of his ass.
It's calm.
It's calm, yeah. I just added that one. Oh, that's great. That's going to get a lot of play. I'm telling you. Holy crap. That's from today. And by the way, that's from the President Trump today did a they created the Shield of the Americas Summit. It's basically like you know how there's like like for example the Board of Peace, right? That's for like the Middle East. There is something like that. He created the Shield of Americas, and it's basically the same thing but for Latin American leaders to keep them all aligned. And that's basically what Kristi Noem's going to be working on. She's going to be the envoy of that. So, anyways, next story. A Trump official reveals how the Biden regime tried to make the maps gay. So weird. Secretary of State Sarah B. Rogers testified under the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Ooh.
Can you tell me what is queering the map?
So I think we were trying to make the maps more gay.
Literally? How do you make
a
map more gay?
I mean, especially
or
with
gay
AI,
at all?
you know, since the age of...
You got to redraw the state lines to draw, funny innuendos and things like that. Like, for example, in a map right now, it's very creepily, by the way. If you ever look at the border between Montana and Idaho, it looks like Joe Biden sniffing Idaho. Yeah.
Cartography, we've had pretty good
Here,
maps.
I'll pull that up. Let me pull that up. Let's see. Idaho, Montana, Joe Biden sniffing. There's got to be a meme for that. Yeah, there you go. Open image in new tab. See, look at Montana right there. It's Joe Biden sniffing Idaho. Like, he sniffs kids. Yeah. Anyways, back to this.
But maybe they weren't gay enough. So I know also, I took critical theory in college. I think sometimes people use queer as a verb. I do understand that the maps that we were trying to make gay were, I think, of Czechia and Slovakia. So maybe those countries asked for it. I doubt it, but I don't know.
We do have real things to work on in Congress, like what's going on with the imminent threat of Iran. And it is embarrassing that we have to talk about the fact that things like this were funded. Non-binary and trans francophones, linguistic attitudes and ideologies towards inclusive French in Montreal, Canada, these things. I'm going to give you a list. My time has expired. I'm going to give you a list of these. And any of these that you can provide me the receipt for, the Facebook link to where they wanted to take photos of how they were doing a DEIA flash mob in Kyrgyzstan, whatever documentation they have of all of these things, we would love to see that and would absolutely love to know the individuals specifically that were busy writing these grants, because they have no business receiving another paycheck from the people of the United States of America. In that, I will recognize.
Wow. What a waste of time, huh? What a waste of time. Next story. An Indiana activist judge rules there is a religious right to end Babes in abortions. So this Indiana activist judge actually ruled against they're trying to do a state ban on mulligans on abortions. And this judge blocked it. Thank you for including a picture of it, Jim Hoff. That was very important, actually. Marion Superior Court Judge. What is her name? Judge Christine Kleinman. Search Google. Image. There she is. Yeah. You can always count on a tubby liberal to not protect kids. She's probably jelly because she doesn't have any of herself, right? She's like, if I can't have kids, no one can. Abort them all. Next story. A new bill in Florida would allow professors at public universities to carry concealed weapons. The kids are happy because they're going to be protected now, right? Because there has never been a mass pew-pew at a school with an armed guard. Yeah. Good stuff, Florida. Where are all the other red states that are supposed to be, pushing stuff like this? Where are you guys? Next story. Darrell Issa is no longer running for re-election. And the reason why is because California gerrymandered all their maps that'll make it like nearly impossible for a Republican to win. Also considering the fact that they cheat out there, he has no chance, so he's not going to waste his time with that. So I don't know what he's up to next, but we basically lost 5 seats in California. He was an all right dude, but to be fair though, California Republicans are generally not very useful. Yeah, other than like helping us hold a majority in the House, that's about it. They don't really do much else. I mean, to be fair, representatives don't do a lot. They just have hearings and talk and vote, right? And write laws. Yeah. So he's endorsing Supervisor Jim Desmond for Congress. Jim's not only my personal friend, he's a true patriot. So he's letting someone else run, but he knows why he's not running. He has no chance. So maybe he'll run for governor or something like that. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Anyways, next story. There's a HAVA complaint, by the way, in Colorado against the Secretary of State. HAVA is this thing that they started to like make people. It's supposed to help people get registered to vote. Okay. It stands for I don't remember what it stands for, but let's just say it's an acronym for there it is, Help America Vote Act, 2002. So it was designed to help people get registered to vote. Unfortunately, it has been used to help illegals register more easily. Everything from Obama granting driver's license to illegals to them saying, a driver's license is good enough to get registered to vote. You don't need that Social Security crap. Just a driver's license. So they did those two things at very different times so that you don't tie them together. But yeah, Bush did this. Obama did the other thing. And they all hate America. That's why they did it. Anyways. States must ensure voter registration records are accurate and regularly updated. They're not doing any of that. Tens of thousands of voter records deleted post-election. So like I said before, what they do is they do mass registrations just ahead of the deadline. They vote, and then after the vote is cast, they then delete all of them so you don't find them. This is also why voter registration numbers are not sequential. If you're from a very particular voting demographic group, they give you a certain number, and then that way they know to delete you later. If you're a group of cheaters, they create 50 registrations per person here, starting with the number 9, even though like a new Republican will be like starting with the number 1 or 2, or starting with the letter K or something like that. And then it's non-sequential, and they do that because that way when they do voter cleanup, they know which group to get rid of. They don't have to sort for them. Anyways, so that's what's going on out there in Colorado. They're a long ways to get fixed. I mean, you guys know Eastern Colorado doesn't have like very, very good running water, which is supposed to be included in like I think the big beautiful bill, but it got thrown out somehow. And Bobert's apparently fighting for it, and it's tough to get through. Yeah, but apparently, what they're concerned about is it becoming ripe with fraud. So, and that's why that got tossed out of the big beautiful bill. Or maybe not maybe some other bill. It was one of the bills that had a lot of Republican support, but it got thrown out. for that reason. Yeah. I mean, you know, it makes sense because, you know, like water, the business of providing water, it should be a business, right? Why is the government getting involved in it? When any private entity could just go in and say, oh yeah, I'm going to build water infrastructure here. It's going to cost me this much. That divided by how many gallons is going out is how much it costs. And it's a business. You can make money on it, right? Why do you need the government to do it? You know? It's like that bullet train in California that was supposed to be done 10 years ago, by the way. Wow, 10 years. That's crazy, man. California's been paying a 1% increase in sales tax to fund that bullet train. There's a bill that passed in 2008 that my brother voted for, my idiot brother voted for, I voted against. It is now 10 years over the deadline and many $billion over budget, and there's not a single mile running today. And they've been paying a 1% sales tax on that one. Next story. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, by the way, I've been saying since this whole war started to stay away from crowded areas because there's going to be a lot of T attacks. That includes airplanes. And it's been happening. Look, we got the bar pew pew in Austin last Saturday. We got multiple incidents. We got stabbings at schools now by Islamists. Look at this one. This is a someone on a plane. This is I believe a UK plane. I can hear accents in everyone's voices. Look what he's doing. Death to America and death to Trump. Do you see why Israel is allowed to have nukes but not you guys? That's the big difference. Huh? Tell you what, if anyone in America is chanting death to Iranians, okay, feel free to, you know, get a military together and stop us, you know, because that's not cool, right? We don't want anything. We don't want any harm to the people. Just the regime, just this awful regime. We need to get rid of the Iranians and keep the Persians, right? And we're going to rename Iran to Persia. That's what we got to do.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Yeah. Yeah, you tell them. You're making a difference.
Oh my God. Sit down.
So British accents. I think this is a flight with a lot of Brits in it. Yeah. So very tense there. That was, by the way, here's a whole completely separate incident here, okay? But apparently someone on a plane that was going from Nashville to Atlanta was threatening, it made bomb threats. Okay. They took this very seriously. I don't know where this plane was going, but they took a detour and did an emergency landing in Atlanta. And troops had to be called in, I think it's National Guard. But they actually come in and detain the person. They're screaming out, head down, hands up, to tell everyone, head down, hands up. If you look at us, we might pop you off because you might be a threat.
Stand up. Everybody heads down. Stand up. Stand up.
There he is. Look at that. It's the usual suspects, huh? It's the usual suspects. We're shifting all the stereotypes now. Anyways, next story. So BBC Persian, if you're not familiar with that, this is the one of the mainstream media outlets out in Iran. Okay, but again, it's BBC. Okay, this is supposed to be British controlled. Do you know what they did? They took a statement that our administration made, whether it be Trump or whether it's someone in the administration, and they mistranslated it to say things like Washington was bringing death to the Iranian people. Now, I've never heard anyone in Trump's admin say anything like that, or anyone in the Western world, including myself. And I like to make jokes like that all the time. And I've been very clear about this. We're here to liberate the Iranian people, or should I say the Persian people. We're going to decimate the Iranians, but the Persians, oh, they will thrive. They'll be able to rock out with their hair out, you know, not their cocks out.
It's calm.
Yeah, we don't want any of that everywhere, right? Just the hair. We want to get rid of the hijabs and those stupid requirements that they do. We want to let little girls go to school again. We want to allow women to get jobs again. Maybe not in high places, because look what they did to this country, right, ladies? But that's what we want to do. Okay, we had no interest in carpet bombing civilian territory with no threats there. In fact, that's exactly the opposite of what they've been doing. If you've heard about the missile landing in the school, the all-girls school in Iran, that was not one of ours. That was one of theirs. It was an Iranian missile that misfired and landed on an Iranian school of little girls, and 120 casualties are in that school. It was not ours. Because I'll tell you this: if we were targeting schools, we would have gotten more than one. Huh? How is it that we managed to like level every single government building, and then we can't seem to get more than one school because we're not trying to hit the schools? And our missiles don't miss. Clearly they don't miss. You know. Anyways, this guy chimed in and says the Iranian people know the BBC Persian. The Iranian people know it as Ayatollah BBC. They know better. They know better. Yeah, this is some of the images of people who be speaking on the BBC. See, plenty of Iranian regime generals and commanders and officers and whatnot. They're in there looking authoritative, right? We're with the government and we tell you what's good for ya, right? Which includes covering your hair, bitch. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on out there. Again, the BBC. Funded by the UK, okay? A country that has not been very supportive of us in this entire thing, okay? Not as bad as Spain, but still not exactly 100% supportive. In fact, they still haven't sent anyone to Cyprus to protect their own military base. Yeah. Now we got to rethink our allies. Our future allies are going to be Persia, maybe Venezuela, and all this. I don't know. Argentina, obviously, yes, that's for sure. El Salvador, Poland, Hungary, Italy, Russia, right? It's a hell of an all-star team right there. Not a lot of dead weight in that team. How about you guys? Oh, a bunch of socialists. Yeah, nothing but dead weight. Good luck, BRICS. Next story. Trump posted this today. He says, Iran, which is being beat to hell, has apologized and surrendered to its Middle East neighbors and promised that it will not shoot at them anymore. This promise was only made because of the relentless U.S. and Israeli attack. They were looking to take over and rule the Middle East. It is the first time that Iran has ever lost in thousands of years to surrounding Middle East countries. They have said, thank you, President Trump. I have said, you're welcome. Iran is no longer the bully of the Middle East. They are instead the loser of the Middle East. And will be for many decades until they surrender, more likely completely collapse. Today, Iran will be hit very hard, under serious consideration for complete destruction and certain death because of Iran's bad behavior. Are areas and groups of people that were not considered for targeting up until this moment in time. Yeah, so they said, by the way, Trump admin said that the biggest surprise in this entire war is the fact that Iran's attacking all their neighbors just for harboring U.S. troops in the country. Yeah, they're attacking. They're not, by the way, they're not even going after the military bases. They're attacking hotels. They're attacking airports, things like that. Oh, by the way, you know what's funny? Do you guys, what's that? You know how there's a Dubai got hit, right? Again, unexpected. All the tourists have left. All the tourists have left, and Dubai is becoming a ghost town, and they need tourism dollars to survive, okay? So what is the UAE doing? They're paying very large influencers, for example, Andrew Tate, to be like, oh, it's fine here, I'm partying, everything's okay. So Andrew Tate, who was not in the Middle East when this all broke out, actually tried to get there, but he couldn't fly into the Dubai airport because they got attacked. Okay, he had to fly to a nearby country and take a bus there. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I don't care. I want to be here with the missiles flying. I want to be a part of history. You're a civilian, guy. You're a civilian, and you're probably not even close to where the action is. Go loiter at the airport, buddy. Go loiter at the airport and let me know how it goes. So they're trying to encourage people to still continue to travel there. Yeah. Remember Saudi Arabia, their leaders they took a stroll through the mall to be like, hey, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Yeah, because, like when 9/11 happened, no one was even going to malls anymore. People weren't shopping and the economy was being decimated, right? And so they're trying to change that. They want the people to just, go out and go, go to your coffee shop. Have a good time. Go out. Be like us. Yeah? Next story. Oh, yeah, here's a video of him apologizing. This is President Masoud Pashalaka Ding Dong here. Oh, great. No captions, and he's speaking. Yeah, this is useless to me. Thank you. Nice try, though. Thank you, insider liars, I should say. Nice try, but I don't speak Sand Mexican. Sand Mexicans. Yeah. Next story. Trump says Iran is. Oh, I already read that part. Next story. Iran's deputy foreign minister went on a show and says when he was asked about Trump wanting to be involved in deciding Iran's new leaders, here's what he had to say. He says, "We do not need any foreigners to tell us what to do or what not to do," which is funny because when Iranians, the Islamists, come to America, they like to tell us what to do. They want to create Sharia law cities. They want to change our laws to benefit them and push their little religion. Huh? Isn't that ironic there?
President Trump was asked about the new leadership in Iran, and he said, just as in Venezuela, where I had a say in who will be the next leader, he said, I will have a say in Iran. So basically, he's implying that he can find someone within the regime, maybe more reformist than the recently killed supreme leader, who could work with the United States. That could be a solution. I see her smiling.
I mean, domestic affairs of Iran belong to Iranians. Iranians are mature enough to know and to elect their representatives, whether they are in the parliament, whether they are...
You should tell that to your Islamists that are in America trying to tell us how to live. Yeah? Maybe you should write. Maybe we should do that. What you should do is edit that. That sci-fi book is called the Quran. Edit that, right? Do an amendment and add into the Quran. Don't go into other countries and tell them what to do and how to live. Okay? Don't go into other countries with women who have beautiful hair and tell them to cover it or you'll throw rocks at them. Maybe add that to your little book. How about that? Vote on it. Do an amendment. Do you do voting? You don't do voting, right? You just have your supreme leader who tells everyone what to do. What a dumb regime. Holy crap. Next story. Check this out. The U.S. Development Finance Corporation is an agency, and this agency is going to be creating a $20 billion reinsurance facility for Gulf shipping. So basically, because they closed the Strait of Hormuz to hurt our economy, our government is now funding, we're basically creating an insurance company that's going to insure ships that want to go through that strait and are no longer insured because their insurance company dropped them because it's too risky. So we're going to be insuring them. Not only are we going to be insuring them, we are going to be escorting them. Yeah. U.S. says to escort ships in the Strait of Hormuz soon. So again, that $20 billion fund is not a here you go, sorry about your busted ship. They're still buying an insurance from us. Okay. So again, now Donald Trump has created more jobs, created yet another business sector for our country. Yet another vehicle of funding our military here. Yeah, we protect the world. They pay us for these protections. So this is kind of like NATO, but not really. It's for shipping. We're protecting them. They pay us fees. Something like that. You know what I mean? So good. A new business sector for us, huh? Creating jobs for us, even in a war zone. That's a result of having a businessman as your president, huh? Next story. The United States is pressuring Sri Lanka's government to not repatriate survivors from the Iranian warship. You know, the one we sank off of the coast of Sri Lanka? Apparently, Sri Lanka is very chummy with the Iranian regime. So they're like, saving them. They're saving them. They're going to help transport them back to Iran. Oh, so we could blow them up or what? Yeah, you should probably imprison them and turn them over to us. If you know what's good for you. Holy crap. Do you know what a sanction is? Ask Cuba how their sanctions did them. Yeah, we're about to knock them over as well. Next story. Ooh, look at this. A direct hit on the local Islamic Republic of Iran broadcasting building. Yeah, this is where they spread their fake news in Iran. Wow. Blown up to bits, buddy. Yep. Don't worry, you don't need that internet anymore either. No one's buying your shit anymore. No one. Yeah. Well, you thought that Chinese internet was going to protect you. You're going to be able to censor everyone. All we do is we shut off the internet and everyone forced to listen to us. No more antennas. No more antennas. Ah. Next story. Several aircraft were deployed. Extensive damage is seen in the new footage of the Mehrabad airport. This is in Iran. Oh, look at that. That's a tail section of a plane without a plane. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. All you have to do is make a deal. Next story. Putin voices support for a ceasefire in a call with Iran's leader. Yeah. Sounds like someone needs to reload, huh? Sounds like someone's out of ammunition. Oh, we need the timeout. We need more missiles. Yeah, okay. I told you guys, these ceasefires is just time to reload. That's it. You know, ceasefire between Iran and Israel was just time to reload. That's all it was. Yeah. Next story. Oh yeah, this is the same airport that got blown up in Iran. The one you saw earlier, that was daytime. This is last night. As it was happening, look at that. Go B-52. Wreck 'em goodly. Good stuff. And by the way, I believe our side, meaning the Persians, we did tell them to evacuate certain cities. And by the way, we are repatriating a lot of these. I believe some of them are coming here. But again, just the good ones, right? Just the good ones. I'm sure they'll be vetting them. We have a much better DHS now. We have an even more aggressive DHS now. That Senator Mullen's going to tear some shit up. I'm going to tell you that right now. But he'll be very professional in the way he addresses how he does things. But I think it'll become way more aggressive. Next story. This is the son of Ali Khamenei, the former, the late supreme leader that got kablooied by us. Yeah, this is his son, Mojtaba. He has been elected in. He is now the supreme leader. He's missing. Yeah, we're not surprised. There are reports saying that he's already gone, but he's just basically just missing. So he's either playing hide and seek so we don't blow him up, or he's actually blown up. One or the other. Yeah. Anyways. Next story. This guy's gone right here. Abbas Ali Mohammedian. Was that a hyphenated Muhammad name or what? Anyways, he was chief of Tehran police. He's eliminated. This guy here, the Iranian police force, he was the one who ordered his police force to shoot and kill protesters. Yeah. All they were doing was mostly peacefully. And he pewed them. Remember, guys, they protest differently in other countries, okay? Can't expect them to be like us with signs and shit. They'll still get shot for that. So they gotta, burn and break windows and stuff like that. That's normal there. By the way, including in China. Yeah. There was a time when China was subsidizing the cost of gasoline. And they removed those subsidies at some point because these trucking companies were already profitable. So why we're going to pay for their gas for, right? They removed the subsidies for gasoline, and Chinese truckers were actually going around rioting and burning buildings and breaking windows. Yeah, that's how commies do it. And that's why you're seeing so much of it here in America, because these are commies that are doing it. Now, next story. The exiled crown prince of Iran, or should I say Persia, his name is Reza Pahlavi. He's the son of the former leader of Iran. He says that he has accepted the role as Iran's transitional leader. Yeah. This is he. He's living in America right now. Like I said yesterday, he does not have interest in becoming the supreme leader of Iran again, taking up after his dad, because he said that was a mistake. He said what he wants to do is create this. He basically wants to work on a transition, right? And based on what he says here, it sounds like he's going to try to create a democracy there and have them vote. Yeah, they're gonna have purple fingers like in Iraq. Remember that? Yeah, if you don't know what that's about, basically in Iraq, back then computer systems were very scarce, right? They didn't have really an ID system. They didn't have retina scanners and things like that. They didn't have fingerprint sensors, not a lot of them anyways. So in order to conduct elections in Iraq, after you're done voting, you put your finger in ink. So it's like purple ink. And it became a symbol of like, yeah, I voted, we get to say something now. Even though it's a little rigged probably still, right? But still, they're trying to do this democracy thing, right? It's very hard. It's not just like, oh, you come in, you change the rules and everyone just abides by it. You know what I mean? It's very difficult to condition an entire society to go from communism to a democracy. Very difficult. It's not easy, They're used to, imagine this. Imagine you spend your whole life just taking orders, listening to your parents. They tell you what to do and you do it, kind of like how the way I grew up, right? Very communistic, and then, all of a sudden the rules change and it's just like, oh, you mean we can have discussions about things? Well, that's different. I don't know how to do that, Probably why I don't have a partner in the show. I just talk I talk in one direction and people listen and that's it. That's the show, There's not really much of a discussion here. Probably because of the way I was brought up, right? And it's a difficult thing to get out of. And so it's going to take decades. It's going to take multiple generations to change. But that's what he had to say about it. It does not sound like he wants to be the leader, even though he's the rightful king. And by the way, many Persians will probably accept him being the new supreme leader. But it sounds more like he wants to create a democracy there. He says he doesn't want to make a mistake by doing this whole, we're just going to do a regime change. We're going to change leaders. And then guess what? China's going to go and try to assassinate him and put a leader that they like. So again, it has to be someone the people select. That way, at least there's the illusion of we control the country. You know what I mean? Even though not really, you know what I mean? We know that they're all kind of sold out in some way, which we're still trying to fix. But, and I'm talking about this country, not theirs. Anyways, it's a 4-minute video. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can find that on YouTube. If not, go to thegatewaypundit.com. The article's from yesterday at about 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Right there. There's your timestamp, date stamp right there. If you want to watch that speech. Okay, we got to get going, though. It's already 11:03. Next story. The U.S. has started to use the UK bases for specific defensive operations. Yeah, defending against who? I hope it's Spain, because those guys are dog shit lately. Huh? Wow. Defensive positions. Yeah, you're at no risk at all you're at no risk at all of Iran. Next story. The U.S. has suspended all visa appointments in Pakistan. This is in reaction to the because we attacked Iran. All the radical Islamists in Pakistan went and raided the U.S. embassy and the U.S. consulate, and they killed like 9 people. We actually had to deploy troops and actually pop them off. There's lots of casualties. I played the video over on Rumble the other day. It's gory. There's people who are dead now as a result of that. So temporarily for now, we're just like, let's deal with the paperwork later. Let's secure it first. Yeah, let's get rid of all the crazies. Next story. The U.S. military conducts strikes on narco-terrorist cell in Ecuador, according to an unclassified video. Look at this. Oh, good Lord. That's edited.
This is me when my friends called me stupid for saying I was going to try the gelatin.
Let's see. Oh, these actual videos? Oh, look at that. Wayne Sanford says they need a republic. Ideally, yeah. Ultimately, at the end, a republic would be a much better thing for any, because democracies fail, right? Here's the problem with the republic. In a republic, you elect people to represent you, right? This is why we have our House of Representatives and our Senate. So you elect people to represent you, and then suddenly, they get in cahoots with the big government. They talk, they have discussions, and then they vote a certain way because they kind of have the big picture of what's going on, right? So they vote a certain way, and then suddenly, the people who elected that person to represent them, they're not happy with the way they voted, so they kill them. And that's the problem with when you have countries like that wanting to become democracy or wanting to become a republic, right? That's the problem is because that's the social norm of like, oh, this guy betrayed us, dead. You know what I mean? Which again, I mean, it would fix a lot of problems in this country. Unfortunately, we're not like that anymore. You know? Thank you, Beyond Ether, for joining as a member. Look at that. Thank you, Beyond Ether. And you guys too can as well for $3 a month. It's like, that's like 10 cents a show, and it helps keep the channel alive. Thank you. Yeah, so that's, by the way, that's what I meant when I said that it's going to take generations to change. You know, it takes generations just to get them to become more like France and Canada, where it's like, oh, you have 30 parties, and it's like the party with the most votes wins. And even then, that's still only like 5% of the votes, right? Yeah. Like Trudeau. Trudeau was president. He only got 10% of the votes. 20% of the votes, but 10% of the voters. Oh, no, 10% of the population had voted for him, which is 20% of the voters. Anyways, next story. Federal prosecutors preparing to indict Cuban leaders as Trump says Cuba is going to fall. Yeah. I remember there was a certain someone from Venezuela who was also indicted many years ago by the Biden regime. Remember that? 4 years later, the Trump admin goes in and gets him. And that's how you serve your indictment. Through kidnapping, right? State-sponsored kidnapping. Yeah, that's what the Democrats like to call it. Here we go.
He's using it in his second. And then he quickly turned to Cuba. He said, without being asked, Cuba is going to fall pretty soon, by the way. But Cuba is going to fall. They want to make a deal so badly. And I asked, how so? He said, they want to make a deal, so I'm going to put Marco over there, and we'll see how that works. But we're really focused on this one now, meaning Iran. We've got plenty of time on Cuba.
That is the voice of Dana Bash, by the way, so she might be full of shit. I don't know. But I hope they're about to fall. I hope these indictments come out, right? So we can serve them like we did in Venezuela. That'd be great. Art Gray says republics require a moral, educated people. Very true. Yeah. That's why it's going to take time to like fix the world. They've all been fucked up for like the past like century because of the spread of communism, you know? Anywho, next story. Hungarian counterterrorism forces arrest 7 Ukrainians suspected of money laundering. Money laundering. That's what they're great at, right? That's what they do in the Ukraine, right? It's America's laundry. It's Biden's laundromat. It's Obama's laundromat too. So they seized $80 million and 9 kilograms of gold. Ooh, look at that. Busted. What is this? This is a video of the operations, apparently. Hungary, look at that. Busted. Busted. And now you get forced conscripted in Ukraine. Do you think the government will take people like this? You know, I mean, you bring criminals into your military, and it's just like they're gonna be criminals. You know what I mean? They're gonna go around stealing and raping people, regardless of which side of the war they're on, right? Oh, look at that! Wow. Next story. This is the president of Haiti speaking at the UN. Okay, watch what this guy does. Oh, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Let me take a swig of my water. Holy crap.
Respect for its dignity.
Holy crap.
Respect.
So the UN not only allowed these people to have a seat in this building, but also gives them an opportunity to vote on things. And that's the flaw in the UN. And by the way, that's why Donald Trump put a $1 billion fee to join the Board of Peace. Because we don't want third world trash having a vote, having a say in how things should be. Okay, if your country didn't generate enough GDP to afford $1 billion, you can't be around us. Okay, you're clearly not civilized enough for such conversations. Anyways, so good stuff, Board of Peace. By the way, after we're done here on YouTube, we're gonna go to Rumble and watch several things. One, we got a presser. We got a press gaggle with Carolyn Levitt. We have a short one with Canada, Canada being cut out of the deal with the trade deal with the U.S. and Mexico. Isn't that crazy? And that's got to do with them chumming up with China. So we're gonna do a trade deal with Mexico, but not them. Yeah. And then the third one is going to be it's Taylor the Fiend, you know, the guy who basically talks trash about the modern women in the dating scene. He made one today about women getting fired instantly after posting stuff on social media. That's a hilarious montage there with commentary. And then we've got Trump earlier this morning did it's the inaugural event for it's called the Shield of the Americas Summit. Basically a border peace, but it's going to be for Latin America. I mean, it's not really focused on peace. It's going to be zeroed in on the cartels, right? Because that's what's causing the unpeace there. And then yesterday he did a Saving College Sports Roundtable that we missed because it was in the evening. We'll watch that if we have time. If there's enough people around, we'll watch that. So that's the plan for Rumble. We're almost done here. Next story. Social media viral trend shows North Korea's Kim Jong-un sad because everyone's firing missiles but him. Yeah, oh, look at him. Oh, he's so sad. Oh, everyone but me. Here's him, Kim Jong-un, still waiting with his missiles for that invite from Donald Trump to join World War III. Oh, that's Mr. Bean. Remember? Said they swapped out the luggage for a missile, and they swapped Mr. Bean out for Kim Jong-un. Here's the one we just saw there. Kim Jong-un waiting for any reason to start launching his missiles. Aww. Kim Jong-un patiently waiting for one missile to mistakenly land in North Korea. He's like, damn it. Didn't make its way here, damn it. Kim Jong-un inspecting missiles he's been polishing for years while everyone else is fighting. In quotes. Was I not invited or what? That's unrelated gif. Kim Jong-un waiting for stray missiles to hit North Korea. God, he's a big dude, huh? Holy shit. Those are standard size binoculars. They're not mini binoculars at all. They're regular size binoculars that just happen to cover that happen to not cover his face. Yeah, at all. U.S. and Israel start war with Iran, and Kim Jong-un is desperately waiting for his moment. Oh my God. Wah, wah. The pool. Oh, jeez. One-sided teeter-totter. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. God, AI is something special, isn't it? By the way, you know that there was I don't know if it's a Supreme Court ruling, but it was in the courts. It was ruled in the United States that any art that is AI generated cannot be copywritten. Yeah. I'm telling you, there's something about AI that's just not special. You know, you guys remember the days when it was like, someone drew like art, whether it was a comic book character in pencil or it was in color, someone drew it and they show you like, oh, wow, that's amazing. We don't get that we don't get that feeling about anything AI anymore. You know what I mean? That feeling is just not there. And so, the judges looked at it as like, so wait, so you downloaded the software, you typed in text what you wanted, it created it for you, and you want us to copyright this for you? And then they're like, nah. So I don't know that by the way, that might affect Suno a lot, because you know what Suno's doing? Suno is copyright claiming anyone who makes their music, makes music with Suno and uploads it to YouTube. They're copyright claiming. They're collecting the revenues for it. They might not be able to do that anymore. Yeah, that might be a big wrench into their little business model there. But yeah, I mean, look, when it's something made by you, it's special, you know? It could be like stick figure porn, and you'd be like, ha, it's funny, right? But man, when it's AI, no one cares. It's like, oh yeah, my 5-year-old niece can do that with ChatGPT. It's like, you know? Yeah, man, beautiful sunrise. My stick figure drawing means nothing now. Well, it does if it was made by you, right? As opposed to like what other people are doing. Yeah. So, anywho, yeah, they're gonna have to step it up, find something real creative to do with AI, or it's just gonna go away. It's just gonna be a glorified search engine, you know. They're using AI as an excuse, by the way, to terminate a lot of DEI woke employees, you know, who are just there for the paycheck so that they can meet their DEI quotas, and turns out they're useless. So they got rid of DEI requirements, and they're using AI replacements as an excuse to get rid of them. Saying, oh, we're streamlining, you know. Next story. Oh, look at this. It's out in San Antonio. Someone, I guess, had some sort of a medical emergency, that silver SUV there, and it's completely blocked out in their car. And the car's still moving at like 60 miles an hour. So this truck here gets into action.
Oh, shit.
Boom, look at that. Right into the concrete wall.
What are we gonna do? Oh, God.
So this guy gets in front of them, sacrifices his truck to save this SUV here.
Fuck. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Got in front of it and hit the brakes.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Heroes!
Oh, my
Heroes!
God. Call 911.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think his insurance is going to cover him for that. Isn't that bullshit how things work? No. Next story. A large tornado hit Michigan. Look at that. Union City, Michigan. That is huge. Michigan, not known for tornadoes at all, is eating tornadoes today, or this weekend, or yesterday, or this week. Eating tornadoes this week. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, good Lord. Come on. There we go. I think we have more. Here's a closer one. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's in the thick of it, huh? Uh-oh. You better get away from that window. Has anyone ever like put on body armor and with like a parachute and tried to like surf a hurricane, you know? Just an idea. I'm not saying it's a good idea, but it's just, you know, if you guys want to be famous and go viral, that's how you do it. Here's more. Here's more. Oh my God, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Michigan. Tornado Alley.
We need to go. Because the storage shed just blew off and everything came out. We just need to go through that lane.
Too bad this ain't Detroit, eh? Oh, look at that.
Holy shit!
Thank you, Twitter, for failing me. Can always count on you.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Holy shit!
Wow.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What the? Oh, I hope everyone's okay over there.
Oh. Union City, Michigan, massive tornado.
Holy crap.
Wow.
There goes a house.
All right, next story. Oh, that's it. All right, guys, remember I got 2 other channels, Frank's Show Clips as well as Frank's Funny Shorts. Links to both of those are in the description. Please support those if you can. Ring the bell for notifications. Watch every video. Watch all the video. Hype them if you got hype points. You can hype videos so that they get spat out to the algorithm. Help my channel out. Thank you very much. Also, Cash App, buy me a coffee, subscribe to our Patreon, or ways you can support the channel, like Beyond Ether there. And Jojo, who just gifted 5 today. And who else gifted 5 today? Was it Beyond Ether? Beyond Ether gifted 5 today and joined today. And Frank Delafour for the 10. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you for that. Thank you for your support. I will see you guys over on Rumble. You guys can become members. It's $3 a month, or you can do it on Rumble. It's $5 a month, but I get a bigger cut of it, so it's like you're buying me too. And you get access to our Rumble Premium Hangouts, like David Stores does. Where I don't put news behind a paywall, though. It's just we just hang out and, like, you know, we talk about food and pets. I've been recently been making pizza from scratch, including the dough, by the way. A lot of fun. I hope to see you guys over on Rumble. We've got a press gaggle with Carolyn Levitt. We've got a video about Canada being cut out of the trade deal with the U.S. and Mexico. We've got a montage of women being fired for posting stupid stuff on social media or recording on the job. And then we've got the Shield of the Americas Summit, and followed by Trump speaking at the Saving College Sports event yesterday. So goodbye, YouTube. Have a great day if I don't see you there. Goodbye.